Did you know that a new scientific from science, like sciencey thing came out?
I'm sorry, what?
From science.
What?
Do you want to know what it says?
Okay.
Science says that moderate amounts of dark chocolate, cheese, and red wine can offer surprising health perks.
I mean, I think I knew most of that.
I'm just saying the science says.
Science said it? So science said we can drink red wine.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I got your antioxidants. Cheese would boost your cognitive function.
What?
Dark chocolate has flavonoids. I don't know what the hell that.
Flavonoids are like B vitamin related or something, are they?
Heart health.
Heart health. Oh, yeah.
Reduces inflammation.
So I need to be only drinking red wine, eating chocolate and cheese, and then I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, we've solved my health problems.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like that.
God, that was easy.
Yeah. You're welcome.
I could go for a glass of red wine, to be honest. I haven't had a glass of red wine in a long time. That's my drink of choice usually on a weeknight.
Really? I like white wine. White wine.
We did have a fresh Sauvy B. What, Friday?
Was it Friday?
Yeah, Friday. We did drag queen bingo.
That's right. It was so much fun.
We did True Crime Obsessed podcast. They do a drag queen bingo one day or 1 month.
1 day a month.
Yeah. So that was my first time doing it. It was so much fun.
With the fabulous schwa.
Yeah. It was
gosh.
so fun. And I brought over a bottle of Kim Crawford Sauvignon Blanc that Meg gave me for my birthday, and then I promptly dropped it in her driveway. So then I had to make Mr. Rubu bring me over another one. I was not happy with myself for that one, but these things do happen.
They do. They really do.
But it was a very unfortunate event.
But it was very delicious.
But it was very delicious once we got the actual thing.
Yes. Yes. You have a joke?
I sure do.
Okay. I gave you the topic for tonight, and you were going to find the joke, and I'm slightly nervous.
You should be nervous because one, it has nothing to do with what you told me.
Okay, good.
But two, I somehow stumbled across something called dirty dad jokes.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Have you? Okay. So here we go. Which animal has the largest chest?
I don't know.
A zebra.
Stupid.
What do you call a nanny with breast implants?
What?
A faux pair.
Okay, that one was good. I like that one.
Last one. What does a hot dog use for protection?
I'll do it. What?
Condiments. Okay.
Wah, wah.
Oh, so good.
Hello and welcome to Lunatic Soup, the podcast where we go into all things wild, weird, and unknown. We're your hosts, Meg.
And I'm Raina, ready to brew up some lunatic soup.
Let's go. Already stumbling over my words, and I haven't had anything.
And it's only like 5 p.m.
It's 5 p.m. Like, what the heck?
Well, let's get the show on the road with a drink
doing?
then, because if we're stumbling over words, may as well stumble harder until we fall straight into a cider.
So this I found at the Great Trader Joe's.
Oh, Trader Joseph's. I've heard of him.
This looks good.
20 out of 10. It is.
The can art.
Yeah,
is good
it looks like an
anyway.
old school, like
Henry
I don't know.
Hotspur's hard pressed
Something from back in the day.
cider.
Oh, maybe piratey?
It looks a little piratey. It could be a
right.
little. It's 5.5. And the ingredients are fermented apple juice.
So I think it's apple, and it's from the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, we're in the Pacific Northwest.
I don't know. It just says it on the side.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't look really hard. I just saw the one.
Looks like apple juice. Ready? Oh, and we don't know where it happened to our glasses. So we have wine glasses.
We normally have our sour slut cups.
Cheers.
We don't know where they are.
That is apple juice.
I'm not gonna lie. That tastes like what I needed in my life right now.
Really?
Yes.
It could use something though.
What? You want Fireball?
Don't you think it could use it?
Did you bring it? You fucker. See, this is exactly what I when I said it actually sounds good right now. This is what I wanted like a crispy, sparkly apple juice.
You know what it needs? Some Fireball. You don't need to. You don't have to.
You know I'm not good with peer pressure. I always give in.
I'm so easy to pressure people into things.
And you really just pressured me so hard just then. You literally were like, do it, Raina, do it, do it.
I literally handed it to you. Okay.
Okay, if I have to. Fireball.
This is like when it's just like a plain apple.
Yeah,
that's
Fireball.
When it's good
really.
for Fireball.
I made my sister Susie when we were skiing, or on the mountain at least. I made her try an angry an angry whore, and she was like, "This is actually really good." I was
It's
like,
really good.
"Yeah."
It's like falling in class. There she is.
I mean, that is
There
fresh.
she is.
Yeah, that's what it needs.
That is fresh.
Crisp.
Crisp. So today we are going to talk about, ready for it? The anti-Nazi witches.
Dun dun dun. I did tell my sister we were discussing Nazi witches, and you were like, I don't think they're Nazi witches. So my bad. My bad.
So to understand the whole story, first we need to go back and learn about Gerald Gardner.
Why do I recognize that name?
You ready for it?
Yeah.
Hang on. I have a typo there, so I want to make sure I had the name
No.
right. Gardner. Yeah. Because I kept writing Garner because of your mom.
Yeah.
So I wanted to make sure. Do you want to see what this fine gentleman looks like?
Is he a fine man? Oh, he's really something.
Would you like to describe that gentleman you are gazing upon?
I would describe him Albert Einstein-esque.
But the word that comes to mind for me is madness.
Yo, madness. Yeah, he looks like a mad wizard Harry or something. He's got white poofy hair and a white goatee, and he's got a little crazy look on his face.
He's wearing a cloak.
Yeah, he's wearing a cloak.
I mean, cool. Gerald Brusso Gardner was born June 13th, 1884. He was also simply known as Sire.
Oh.
Yeah, he named himself that.
Oh, good for him.
He was an English Wiccan, anthropologist, archaeologist, and author.
Oh.
Yeah. Amateur. But
amateur hour over here.
Yeah.
We've got a lot more on our plate.
I'm an amateur. Gerald grew up as the fourth child of parents William and Maria, and he had a large family. Altogether, there were 5 sons and 3 daughters. He had an Irish nursemaid named Josephine, and Josephine pretty much raised him. Gerald suffered from asthma, and they lived in Lancaster.
Lancaster?
Let's do that one.
I think it's Lancaster.
It's spelled real funny.
Well, I also could be very wrong.
We both probably are.
I have no confidence in my pronunciation abilities, so sorry, everybody.
So England.
Good.
And they had harsh winters, and so Josephine was like, hey, how about I take him, your 4-year-old child, to warmer climates, and you pay for it. How about that? His parents were like, yeah, let's go. Let's do it. It's for his health. Let's go.
Just like sending their 4-year-old off with some random man? Okay.
So in the summer of 1888, Gerald was 4. His nursemaid took him to Nice, France, and they lived in the Mediterranean for several years.
That's lovely.
Right?
Good for him.
They eventually ended up in the Canary Islands in 1891, and Gerald became interested in weaponry and different cultures and history. He loved learning about the people where they were.
Okay.
Like the cultures and the people of where they were. They would go back to England for a few months in the summertime when it was nice weather, and then head to warmer climates like Ghana or Portugal, and that was what they did. Mm-hmm. Biographers said that Josephine, who was also known as Com, C-O-M, that was her nickname, she was a very flirtatious woman, and she went on these trips to find men. Good for her. Actually got a little annoyed that she had someone tagging along. But it was the only way she could get these trips paid for.
I mean,
so,
she's not dumb.
No.
But
a little strange.
A little odd.
It's a little strange.
It just seems like a good, not a schemer, con woman, or I don't know.
The con woman?
Yeah, at least she was taking care of the child-ish.
Kind of.
Ish.
They were in all these wonderful places, but Com left Gerald alone a lot in their flats or apartments or hotel rooms while she went out with men.
Oh, good for her.
Yep. So Gerald, at a very young age, would go out and wander around on his own, meet the locals. He learned about their cultures. Wherever he went, he collected local weapons. That was a big thing for him. And he would keep them on the walls of his hotel room. Because of his asthma, it would get so bad that they didn't have much in form of... I'm going to start that over. His asthma would get so bad, and they didn't have much in form of treatment at the time, so he never went to school or had any formal education.
Oh, Jesus.
He just traveled around.
I mean, I'm still kind of flabbergasted.
Yeah,
that word. Flabbergasted about him having weapons on the walls of his hotel rooms. Yeah, he just hang them there. Yeah. Okay.
He didn't have a lot of supervision.
Obviously.
He didn't use them.
Just hung them on hotel room walls. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Sure.
That works.
Maybe they had command hooks.
Maybe. Doubtful, but
you never know. He taught himself how to read by looking at magazines, but because of this, throughout his life, he had very strange writing habits.
Okay.
Because things in magazines are, eccentrically written,
Right.
little blurbs here and there. So he just
learned from that. And,
Yeah.
Yep.
Once he figured out reading, he would go for the more macabre books like Florence Marryat's There's No Death, books on the afterlife and spiritualism. So spiritualism was around at this time, but it was very new. Tom eventually got married in 1900 when Gerald was 16, and she married a man from a British colony in Sri Lanka who owned a tea plantation. It was decided that Gerald would live with her on the plantation and learn the tea trade.
Oh.
So he had no formal education, so she basically raised him.
Wow.
Like, he wasn't raised by his family. That's so weird.
It is so weird. But as a parent, too, to just be like, see you later, 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, I love, like, the 4-year-old's one of my favorite ages that I, like,
Maybe because he was sick all the time, they just didn't want him around.
yeah. Or maybe they just, like, yeah,
And
they
Tom
weren't meant
saw
to be
an opportunity.
parents.
What did they have? Like 9 children or
Oh,
something?
yeah. Well, then there you go. They just, obviously, they're, what is it, disposable?
Dispensable.
That's that thing. God. Guys,
Same
this is
thing.
not well.
It's fine. We're
Like,
fine.
What words are coming out
I
of
don't know.
mouths and life?
It's
and,
fine. Have another drink.
Okay.
So they continued to travel, and on one trip that he took with Calm and her husband, they were in a city in Sri Lanka called Kandy, and they rented a cabin. Gerald happened to be in the cabin next to the famed occultist Aleister Crowley. Aleister Crowley was a ceremonial magician, occultist, poet, painter, novelist, explorer, and he founded the religion of Thelema, naming himself the prophet who was entrusted to guide humanity to Aeon of Horus, which is supposedly a significant shift in spiritual and societal paradigms of like realizations, individualism, and guiding you to your one's true purpose.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Which is what?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was hoping you had a good answer.
Do you know?
Nope.
47
Is our true purpose?
is the answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
No, I have no idea.
4 + 7.
Don't do that. Don't. Actually, what is it? What's that movie?
Well, there's numerology. I was going to go into that. That'll give you.
No, there's that movie, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and like that big thing. The number wasn't 47. I don't know what the number was, but he just like the answer is this number,
Yeah.
and everyone's like,
Okay. Well.
yeah,
Okay. That sounds good to me.
yeah.
I'll take 47.
So this got Gerald very interested in the occult, obviously. So he went on with life working on the tea plantations, eventually returning to Britain to spend time with his family. He joined the Legion of the Frontiersmen, which was a militia created to fight the threat of the Germans, and this enabled him to travel even more. He visited family who were Methodist, but his parents were not happy with this because they did not like Methodist people, so they kind of pulled away from that side of the family. Mm-hmm. And their discussions turned to paranormal, which Gardner absolutely loved. One relative believed in fairies and said that they were living in his garden and said to Gerald, quote, "I can often feel they're there, and sometimes I've seen them." Ooh.
I love that.
They were fairies.
I do believe in fairies.
I do believe in fairies.
I love it.
Throughout this visit, it was discovered that Gerald's grandfather was a practicing witch and that he had ancestors that were burned as witches in Scotland in the 1600s.
Oh.
In 1910, Gerald joined Freemasonry, where he lived was quite the journey to their meetings. So he had to arrange leave at work, walk 15 miles to the railway station, and then catch a train into the city to attend meetings. So he was committed. He worked at a rubber plantation that his father owned at this time, but his father sold it, leaving him unemployed. So he found another job at another rubber plantation in Borneo. So he's moving again. He hated the manager, said he was a racist, and he would talk poorly about the locals and the environment. But Gerald loved it. He loved being there. He loved learning about the locals. He considered himself an amateur anthropologist at the time. And so he would just, on his time off, go to the local villages and learn about the people.
Okay.
He loved learning about their weaponry. That was the big thing all the time.
He's got a big thing for weapons.
He likes weapons.
He's like swords. Sword fights.
Boys like swords.
They do.
They really do.
What is with that?
I don't know. So Gerald was fascinated by the people of Borneo and ended up getting local tattoos depicting dragons and large snakes. He was also interested in their religion. And he wanted to learn how to hold seances because that's what they did. He developed malaria and left Borneo to move to Singapore. He's a very sickly man. He's like always getting sick. Yeah,
makes sense.
Again, he worked on a plantation. He got to know the local people, learning about their customs and faiths and ceremonies now in Singapore. The primary religion in Singapore at the time was Muslim. Is that right?
I don't know.
Islam. He called himself Muslim, or he wanted to learn about Muslim, but isn't it Islam?
I think
it's Islam. I don't know. He never became Muslim, but he became such good friends with them that they trusted him and they would invite him into their sacred services. Okay. Gerald learned about Kris, which is a ritual knife that has magical uses. Right up his alley. Right up his alley. This played into his love of weaponry and magic. He continued with his travels and learning different religious and magical practices around the world. His mother had died and he did not return home, but when his father became ill with dementia, he did. He returned to Britain and began to investigate spiritualism and mediumship with his homeland, which was getting more popular at the time. Remember, it started in upstate New York.
Yes.
Well, I mean, the Fox sisters were big to have started it, but it was really growing at this time. He sought out spiritualist churches and seances, remaining highly critical of those he came in contact with, and only found a few mediums that he considered genuine. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm very critical
of mediums. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel my bullshit meter is good. But the thing is, I don't think that they go out intentionally.
No.
You know what I mean?
I don't think so either. And I think it's also like, because I've gone to a lot of mediums. And also,
maybe it's more of just some you click with and some you don't.
I think so. And I think it's also like what I've realized, like, and even like, because I do have like medium abilities that I can tap into sometimes, it is the interpreting things is difficult. I like, or, sometimes like I've discussed with you, sometimes I just have to say what I think it is, but it's very hard to let it out. But I've gone to mediums where I've walked out of it, and I think I've said this before, where I was like, this bitch was crazy, like that's not right.
Yeah.
And she was talking like 2 or 3 years in the future.
That's true. Maybe it's not relevant right now, but it will be later.
And she still was able to bring through like things that were relevant, like as far as people. Like she said things that to me like were only things that these people who have passed could have known. Like no one else could know certain things. And so that to me is always like a sign of like they know what they're doing. Because I always go in to a medium with like something specific in my head that there is no way in hell that they could possibly know. No, even like none of my siblings could know. No one could know. And that if they bring that up, then to me it's like, okay, that's...
Oh, you're like asking for confirmation.
Yes. Yeah. From a medium speaking to, a deceased loved one. Yeah. And so that's one of those things. So I don't know that I've ever been to one and been like, that was bullshit. Like I walked out and I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. And then, and then as things started coming true later, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, she was predicting stuff so far in the future. It was insane. So it just,
Is that the one who said your husband would be in the medical field?
Yes.
Yeah. And that was like years out.
That was literally, I don't know, like 5, 10. Yeah. Not 10, but like 6, 7. Yeah.
I had one where I did that. I was like, I'm going to bring up something, like I'm going to think of something that no one else would know.
Yeah.
And there's someone who had passed who I said, I want you to show up.
Yeah.
And I sat down. The first thing she said was, well, so-and-so's here. Yeah. And that was who I was thinking about. My jaw hit the floor. Yeah. Like, and that's okay.
I think it's a good way if you are going to see a medium. And obviously it depends, like, a newer medium is not going to be as advanced to be able to pick up as many things and whatever, but go in and like have in your head something that to you is going to prove that this is real.
I think a lot of us, it's the ego that keeps us from saying certain things.
1,000%.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
and
1,000%.
So when you learn over time to maybe drop that a little bit, and then it starts.
And I think it's the fear of also being wrong.
Well, yeah, that's
because
your ego.
I mean, and there are people too who just spew bullshit. So, there are those.
He speaks the bullshit.
The bowl of the shit. What movie is that?
That's from.
I can tell you're quoting something that I don't know.
Yeah, that's the New Zealand vampires. Oh my God, my brain today. You're all yelling it. You're yelling it right now.
The New Zealand vampires?
Yes. Damn it.
I have no idea.
Hang on. What we do in the shadows. That's it.
No fucking
That's
idea.
it.
No idea.
Your husband knows.
I'm sure he does. And he was yelling, I'm sure.
Yeah, he was. So at this point, Gerald had several experiences with families with spirits of family members who had passed away. So he was all in. He wanted to know everything. And that's just his personality. He wanted to learn it all, know it all, blah, blah, blah. He got married on this trip back home, and he left to Malaysia, where he again got involved in Freemasonry.
Okay.
He dove deep into anthropology of the region and sought out those to teach him about the magical practices of the community. He really went towards magic.
Okay.
He went towards ritual. He went towards ceremony. He went towards magic. And he ended up in these places where their local villages, their local communities had that.
Gotcha.
They didn't exactly have that in Great Britain.
Yeah.
You know?
But he would source them. He'd sniff them out.
Yes. I mean, I love it.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
I think it's great. He began to work closely with museums and eventually made his way back to London, stopping by Egypt for some excavations, as one does.
Obviously, just swing by there.
My best friend growing up, her mom was dating an Italian anthropologist.
Whoa.
And he would come and visit, and he spoke very little English. He was primarily Italian, but we were able to communicate. He literally went on digs in Egypt.
That's wild.
And all I wanted was for Bonnie to marry this man.
Didn't happen.
Did not happen. So that I could go on a dig.
I mean,
with this lovely man, Andrea.
Yeah.
In Egypt. I wanted to go on a dig in Egypt.
I feel like that would be pretty fucking cool.
Right?
That's something I'm always been like fascinated with it, like the Egyptians and all of that. That's been something that like really, when we learned it in school, was always like my favorite. And I could get into that.
It's totally fascinating. But what's my bugaboo?
Mummies, no eyeballs.
No.
The mummy.
No mummies. No mummies. Dead mummies.
The Mummy is like one of my all-time favorite movies.
No, can't do it. You tried to turn it on one time, and I freaked.
I have never had her actually have a reaction like that, and I was like, I found it. I found your thing.
Not The Mummy. I won't watch it. Nope.
Well,
it's the one scene. It's the one. Everybody in that movie is wonderful. Everyone.
Agreed.
Like, have you ever played Passers? Oh my God.
What happened to your face?
I'm not sure what's happening, but one child came in with, they look like a demon.
Oh
and
my
the
God.
other two children have cameras behind them.
What is happening? Huh?
Is that what that is? Is that Spider-Man?
I'm not sure.
I don't think it's Spider-Man.
She looks like a demon.
She looks like a demon. If you had like snuck up and popped your head up,
Kyler,
we would have
make that
lost
face
it.
again. Smile, all of you idiots. Yeah, I called your besties. Hi, Jans. I know.
Famous?
Can you be famous? Yeah, you want to come say hi? Come say hi, bro. What do you got to tell the people of the podcast world? Get in here. What do you got to say?
Hi.
There you go. Perfect. Perfect.
That was Hudson, the son of
Amanda who shapes her grandma's cat.
All right, Floof, go. Jandy's go.
Bye-bye.
The meaning
Bye-bye.
of which Raina didn't know. I will never get over that.
I know.
I will never.
It's so funny too, because it's not that I didn't know it. It just like it never like
you never correlated that.
and my mind is so dirty. I don't know. I just stayed clean for once. I think it was because it had to do with grandma.
That's what made it.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so back in England, he began to attend lectures at King College on occult topics like Mother Goddess. He was big into the Mother Goddess.
Yep.
And befriended a practicing pagan named Alexander Kyler, who encouraged him to attend more digs. So he went back to Asia to learn about their magical practices. He and his wife wanted to go back to London, so she went. She was like, I don't want to travel anymore. And he goes, see ya.
Oh,
Yeah.
Later, loser.
Later, loser.
Okay, well.
He had his thing. I don't know if he was the marrying man.
Yeah. Sounds like he just beat to the sound of his own drum and just needed to be a wayward.
She put up with it. Maybe he had a lot of money.
Maybe.
And she went back to London. She got a flat, and
Don't you think he must, like, how is he affording to do all this traveling and stuff? Like,
his family. He had family money.
yeah. So he did.
He
sure.
did have
Okay,
family
got
money.
it, yeah.
Yeah, but then he was in the rubber industry, and
I assume so. Rubber. Lots of things are made from rubber. I feel like that's good.
yeah,
Yeah.
lots of things.
I don't know. A condom.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Your shoes.
Your shoes are made of
Tires.
rubber. My phone case is made of rubber.
Yeah, I mean, rubber's everywhere.
This fireball, is that made of rubber?
It's
This
plastic.
Plastic?
Is plastic rubber?
I have no idea.
Me either.
No,
but I do
knows.
feel like rubber is a lucrative business. I would say. I would say it's a lucrative business.
Lucrative.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that word is funny. It's lucrative.
Oh my god.
So his wife wanted to go back to London. He didn't.
Yes.
So she went back. He continued to travel. He went to Palestine, Turkey, Greece, Germany, Hungary, and sometimes he was in England. He hated how the climate made him feel, which I get that. When you hate a climate, like you just don't.
Well, especially he has asthma, so like maybe it fucked with that, like
the cold.
Yeah, the cold and
there was no treatment at the time.
Yeah,
so
who knows? Yeah. I mean, I hear people moving places all the time for different like autoimmune things because it's better like in heated or wet or whatever. You never know. But yeah,
I don't think cold and wet is good for anyone.
Yeah, that's what we have here.
It is
cold and wet. Yeah, and
when you have the croup, you're supposed to go out in the cold.
When Kinley has, my oldest, when she has asthma attacks, because she has like seasonal asthma is what they call it. It's what basically doesn't happen unless she gets sick and then it gets brought on. But when she gets in her coughing fits, they tell us to like have her go sit in the cold, or I put her face in the freezer. Yeah, like breathe in the cold air because it like helps with the lungs.
Stimulates everything.
Well, it like
but then why
calms,
would
it calms the lungs. So that's what I don't feel like. For me, it's like if his is like due to seasonal issues and there's like more, I don't know, but England's similar to us. It's very wet over there. I don't really know.
London.
You sound like you're from London.
Knew that was coming.
Did you?
That's why I said it.
You know how to trigger me?
See those things on TikTok, or at this time, the formerly known as TikTok?
Don't say it? I am not ready to admit it's going away. I'm still in denial.
I still don't think it is. But how they said, how to see if people around you have ADHD.
And what is it?
It's basically like start doing something and see how they respond. Like meow, 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 meow. And see if they go meow, 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 meow.
It's like automatic. All you had to say was like something London, and like, you sound like you're from London. Oh god,
worked, you guys. It worked.
Really fast. I sent you a TikTok about TikTok yesterday, which you guys will all appreciate this. You know how we get on our TikTok. You know my.
Remember
TikTok
how we used to say whenever she says TikTok drink?
Yeah. Well, we had to stop doing that because it'd be all the time. It was like, you know, all the problems in the U.S. It's like school, you know, solve school shootings.
Yeah.
It's, you know, bring price of groceries down. It's do this. And Congress is like, no, wait, we got a better idea.
TikTok.
Ban TikTok.
Ban TikTok.
And they hand this guy a note and it says ban TikTok. And then they're like, turn it over. And then it flips it over and it's a stick figure, like with its arms up, like questioning. And it says aliens might be real.
Perfect. They did it. Thank God for the U.S. government. Oh my God.
And it's so true. It's like, God damn it. And everyone is flooding over to this other Chinese app because everyone is
the red
note.
Yeah.
Everyone is refusing to go to Meta, which I agree with.
Which
I will say, you guys, I don't know if this is going to air. No, this will probably air after it. But if
the week of the 20th.
Yeah, but so if you don't see anything on our Instagram that week, I don't know if I'm going to log on to it. I feel like I want to give Meta a break for a week and just be like, oh, it's a Meta blackout they're talking about doing because that'll fuck with everybody. And I'm down for that. As a small business owner for my photography and everything else, I cannot delete that. It's just, it's not an option. Like deleting all my Meta stuff. That's like how I got started.
Right.
It's what it is. It's more valuable than my fucking website, but I can
social
go.
Media, yeah.
I can literally go a week without being on a Meta app and tell them to go fuck themselves.
Do it.
Fucking Zuckerberg.
Zucky.
Him and fucking Musk, man.
Zuck and Musk.
Doucher McDouchershins.
Yeah. Trash cans.
Where's Tom from MySpace? That's what I want to know.
Right.
Where'd he go?
Tom, you're the one that started all of this.
He just took his millions and like fucking disappeared. Good for him.
I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
Like
I
don't need more.
And everyone's like on TikTok being like, where's MySpace guy? Bring him back. What's going on?
Bring him back.
Wouldn't that be the funniest shit ever if he was the one to come in and be like, all right,
look what
guys.
I've got for you.
All right,
look
I got
what
TikTok.
I've got for you. I've got either TikTok or like the next best thing. And all of us millennials' hearts would just like burst open into a million butterflies.
Except for I could never do the top, like, what is it? Your top friends and your like, all that.
Your top 5 friends or whatever
all
it
of
was.
That shit. Yeah, no way. But
oh man, remember how you can make things glittery?
Oh yeah, all the things, and if you knew like different coding things, and it was so fancy. Neat, me either. Mine was never that good. No. My first time seeing Tex's Facebook or MySpace page, I remember one of the first people on there was Sausage. And I remember seeing...
I've been having a lovely conversation with his wife.
Oh, with Ash?
Yes.
Oh, about what?
On the Instagram.
Oh,
She's been saying things, and she probably doesn't even know it's me responding, but
it's on Lunatic
Ash,
Soup?
It's me.
Oh, yeah. She probably thinks it's me, but that's fine. You can just...
Probably.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
She's lovely. Obviously. Lovely.
I think it was her. Mun?
Ashley?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Ash Mun?
Maybe it's the other one.
Naomi?
I don't know. I'm going to check right now. Hold your tits.
One of the two. I would think it's Ash. I don't think Naomi would message.
It was Lee Munn.
Oh, it's sausage.
I am so sorry, Snickerdoodle. Hey, hi, it's me.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Well, that makes sense because he said I just listened to the UFO episode. Sorry, Meg. And I'm like, why are you saying something? I don't know.
I need to go back and read it.
That was him. Oh, he sent something else.
What did he send?
Oh.
It's probably conspiracy about the fires.
It's a conspiracy about the fires. That's what it was. I thought that was his wife.
No, it's porridge. Lee.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's I guess over in America, Leigh is more of a female.
It's the GH that got me, so I just assumed I am so sorry.
And you're confused because he is sausage.
Or 1,000 other things.
Or breakfast food. Waffle. Pancake. Porridge. He's porridge.
A lovely scone.
A scone? You sound like you're from London. All right, let's go.
I don't even know where I was at.
Me either.
Oh, so he hated the climate in England.
Oh, yeah, there
right?
we are.
And
there
he's
she
like,
is.
what do I do? Do I travel? Do I be with my wife? So he went to a doctor. Do you know what the doctor told him that would help?
What?
If he became a nudist.
What the fuck kind of doctor is he seeing?
So he joined a nudist club.
Obviously.
He said it cured him.
Oh, it did. Maybe he had a sex addiction problem.
Through many nudist events, he met many people, notably many pagans. Apparently, pagans are very nudisty.
Well, they always talk about like people dancing naked under the moonlight, so I guess.
Winter was coming, and Gerald was getting nervous about the cold. I mean, you can't be a nudist in the cold. You could, but
you're really showing everything there.
Really?
As a man, I mean, as a woman, it's fine. What? Your titties just get...
Yeah. You can cut glass.
I mean, but it's not like they get teeny weeny. I think the worst part is that you and I think we're so funny. Like, does anyone else think that we're funny because you and I kissed? Oh my God, I drooled.
Any hoodles.
Keep going.
So he went to Cyprus.
Okay.
He just left his wife again.
Oh, God.
Remember, all this time, he's married. He studied the Bronze Age there. And then back in England, he applied to receive a doctorate in philosophy.
Okay.
Because of all of his wonderful work.
And he can just get a doctorate like that?
He applied to. He was denied.
Okay, well.
But he still decided, I'm going to call myself Dr. Gardner.
Good for him.
Just remember,
I love the confidence.
Amateur doctor.
Yeah, amateur doctor. I like the confidence.
Can I do that?
I mean, yeah.
I mean, honestly, I have thought about getting my doctorate,
I told you it's a waste of money.
but I just want to be called Dr. Miller.
Well, I'll just call you Dr. Miller.
There you go.
You're welcome. Dr. Megan Miller.
There's a degree down in, I think it's San Diego.
A whale's
think.
vagina. Yes. My ADHD showing.
There's certain things. See, I told you. There's certain things I say.
I know, you know.
And it's a doctorate in mythology and folklore. Like, that's the one.
That's like that.
That's the
that
one.
girl on TikTok that we've shared
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
And she's
she
like,
has
I
a
have my
master's.
doctorate.
She has a master's.
Masters. And yeah, but in like folklore and like, which is so cool. Like that
I
you
would
can
love
get.
that.
Yeah, that you
I
can get it.
I love her.
Yeah, she's very she's very cute and she's like a fairy.
We should get her on the phone.
Get her on the phone. Just give her a call.
Get her on
call
the
her.
podcast. Is what I meant there. So Dr. Gardner now is what he was referred to. He referred to himself as that. The following year, he wanted to return to Palestine to do a dig, but the lead archaeologist at the time was murdered, so he went back to Cyprus instead. He believed in reincarnation by this point, and he believed that he spent a lifetime on the island and wanted to move there and build a life there. He bought the land, but he never went back.
Okay.
He returned to England and got involved in, that's a really big word. I'm going to let you read it.
Oh, God damn it. I love this.
Raw.
Oh, God. Hang on. I gotta look. Rosicuricanism? Rosicuricanism. Rosicrucianism. Rosicrucianism.
Rosicrucianism. We'll go with that one.
Okay.
Which is a spiritual practice in Western esotericism. Esotericism.
Okay.
Loosely related ideas. That's what that means.
Oh. Okay.
Loosely related ideas that bring apart a spiritual practice.
Okay. Perfect.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Kind of. He found a theater where the actors practiced esotericism, and he brought his wife to one of the performances.
Okay.
Okay? It was like a theater troupe.
Okay.
Painting a picture.
So he's still married.
He's still married. He's back in London.
You said like I'm from London.
And he found a theater troupe that practiced esotericism.
Okay.
He brought his wife. His wife hated it.
Okay.
Gerald joined the group and became in charge of the theater.
Obviously.
He
He took charge of life.
Mm-hmm. He turned the place into a blend of ideas from Freemasonry to theosophy. Okay. There was one in charge of the religious side of things, and his name was George Sullivan. Gerald didn't like him. Sullivan thought he was immortal, and that he used to be historical figures like Francis Bacon, the Wandering Jew, Pythagoras, and stated that they had the Holy Grail in their possession, hidden under a lamp.
Oh, really? The Holy Grail under a lamp.
Do you know who Francis Bacon is?
No.
He was said to be the one that actually wrote, this has actually come up in a couple of stories we're going to be telling, that actually wrote Shakespeare.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Shakespeare is a liar?
He's a... My brain's not working. He's a fraud. Right now.
It's not just me today. It's not just me. Meg?
This brain frog. To be fair, I have had a migraine and tinnitus and dizziness for like 4 days.
Struggle bus over here.
Yeah, this morning, our dumbasses were like, "Hey, we're feeling great. Let's
record." And then by this afternoon, we're both like, "Oh God, what's going on?"
I don't know.
I don't like it. Is it the full moon?
Something in the water. It could be the full moon. Maybe we need to dance naked outside and cleanse.
It's kind of cold.
Yeah, it is.
No teeny weenies.
So Gerald didn't like this guy who was in charge. One of the leaders of the group sent a letter to their members in 1939 that a war with Germany would not come. Okay, that was their religious idea, that this war in Germany would not come in 1939. Right?
Like their prophecy, like their like their prediction.
The next day, a war was declared.
They're pretty good.
So Gerald was like, no. He began to look elsewhere and joined the Folklore Society in London. He wrote an article in the local journal which described a box of witchcraft relics that was a part of this troupe of this theater troupe. They had a box of relics that was believed to belong to Matthew Hopkins. Do you remember who Matthew Hopkins is?
No.
You've heard the name. He was the 17th century witchfinder general.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Back to the theater group. While he was skeptical, he did become friends with a lot of the members. One of them was Edith Grimes, who was a famed English Wiccan, alongside Susie Mason and her brother Ernie and their sister Rosetta. According to Gardner, quote, "Unlike many of the others in the order, they had to earn their livings, were cheerful and optimistic, and had a real interest in the occult." So he thought the other ones were kind of like pretending to be involved, pretending to like it, and weren't really invested in it.
Okay.
Gardner became really fond of these people, remarking that he would have gone through hell and high water even then for any of them. He grew particularly close to Edith, who invited him into her home to meet her daughter to help on some writing about some ideas surrounding the occult. Because remember, he was an author.
Yes. And a doctor.
And a...
pool man. What else was he?
Anthropologist.
Oh, yeah.
Nudist.
And a nudist.
He was a nudist.
He was a
He
nudist.
very much was a nudist. According to Gardner, and according to a later account of Gardner, one night in September 1939, they took him to a large house owned by, quote, old Dorothy Clutterbuck.
That's a fucking name.
I mean, those English names.
Man, they really are good. Clutterbuck. Yeah. Wow.
And she was a wealthy local woman. And in her home, he was made to strip naked, which he was very comfortable with at the time, might I add. And he was taken through an initiation ceremony. Halfway through the ceremony, he heard the word Wicca, which is male, and Wiki, which is female. And he recognized it as an old English word for witch.
Okay.
Interesting. Gerald was already familiar with witch cults, but he thought witchcraft had gone away with the witch trials, realizing now that they were alive and well. The group he stumbled upon was the New Forest Witch Coven, and Gerald stated that they were one of the few surviving covens of an ancient pre-Christian witch cult religion. This theory has been discredited over time,
okay. Well.
but we like to think it's true.
I like it.
Gerald was like, this is it. This is it.
I found him.
He dove right in. He wanted to know about the rituals, and he just was really interested in their practices. He wanted to read all about what they believed, the rituals that they practiced, all about their ceremonies. He found one that was called the Cone of Power. Mm-hmm. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Through this, he continued to be a part of the New Forest Coven and traveled to his flat in London to continue membership on London's nudist club. So he decided to stay in London for a while. And he was a part of the coven, and he would kind of go back and forth between that and his flat so that he could still be a nudist too.
Okay.
Those two things were very important to him.
Being a nudist.
Yep. During his time at the nudist club, he met Ross Nichols, who introduced him to pagan religion of Druidism. I love Druidism.
What's
a druid?
Yeah, which is...
It's a little bit different from paganism.
Okay.
It's like more Irish. Scottish.
Yeah.
That
okay.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean there's Germanic too, but whatever.
Anyway,
he found this guy named Ross Nichols, and he founded the Order of the Bards, Ovates, and Druids. In 1945, Gerald bought a large plot of land that was close to a nudist colony, because he had to be close to a nudist colony, and he became a major shareholder in the colony and was in charge of recruiting its members. How do you recruit members into a nudist colony?
It's a great question.
Well, have I got a proposition for you?
Oh, great. Okay, let me know.
I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like it. He met through the nudist colony a Christian mystic, and he was the proprietor of Abbey Folk Park, which is one of Britain's largest open-air museums. There was a house in the park that was considered to be a witch's cottage. So Gerald made a deal with this guy, exchanging the cottage for his land that he had in Cyprus that he bought and never returned to.
Okay.
So he bought this cottage because it was the witch's cottage. He dismantled it and moved it to the land near the nudist colony.
Okay.
And he held a ceremony in the cottage saying it was a housewarming, but later people learned that it was a magical ceremony Gerald had found in the key of the Solomon Grimoire.
Okay.
So now he's tricking people into magical ceremonies. Mm-hmm. He was ordained a priest in the ancient British church and joined the ancient Druid order, attending the annual rituals at Stonehenge.
Okay.
How many organizations has he
been in?
Joined now?
Maybe like 10?
At least.
At least.
He just keeps joining more.
He sounds like he might have a touch of ADHD.
He joined the Folklore Society and became elected to their council, giving talks on art of magic talismans. And he joined the Society for Psychical Research, which we have talked about that in other, like, in Lorraine Warren type.
Oh,
type
yeah.
He was formally introduced and became friends with Aleister Crowley and was ordained by Crowley as a 4 of the Ordo Templi Orientis, which was an occult secret society and magical organization with links traced back to German occultists. Like, he's all in. He's got his little fingers in a bunch of different things. Yep. He didn't like to sit still. So he and his wife went on tour of the U.S. and ended up in Louisiana, where he learned a great deal about voodoo.
Oh, shit.
This guy.
He's really something.
This guy.
Yeah.
He also became very high up in Crowley's order and continued with the work to work with him.
Okay.
He basically started Gardnerian Wicca, which is still practiced today.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Just all these little things all encompassed into one.
He just started this big thing.
Mm-hmm. He wanted to spread his ideas throughout the world, and he wrote stories to sell them widely to spread the Wiccan religion. Like fiction stories he would write to spread ideas of his Wiccan religion. He met a man named Cecil Williamson who wanted to open a museum devoted to witchcraft, which he did in 1951. He opened the Folklore Center of Superstition. Gerald and his wife moved to the Isle of Man, where this was located, and he became known as the resident witch. He is the nudist resident witch on the Isle of Man. It's what dreams are made of.
I mean, for him. Yeah, he's living his best life over there. Jesus, with his doctorate. And
he started the Bricketwood Coven. And he started that separate from the New Forest Coven that he had joined because he wanted to create his own religion. He set up the coven to run independently, recruiting and initiating priests and priestesses into the position. To be fair, he was very much men and women are equal in this.
That's
So
good.
there was no hierarchy of men above women.
Okay.
Which is
I'll
very,
accept
very
that.
good.
Yeah.
So one of the tenets that Gerald taught was that witches are taught that the power of the human body can be released, right? And become more powerful. And this is easier to do naked.
Naked?
Naked.
I mean, makes sense.
Mostly like, dancing around a fire, singing,
this
and
is
chanting.
where we get that, apparently.
He began to experiment with circle dancing using he wanted to start using the lesser 4 of the 8 Sabbats to utilize dancing around fires. And the Bricketwood Coven loved this so much that they wanted to celebrate all the Sabbats and they made them all festivals. So that's really where we started celebrating. I mean, pagans celebrated the Sabbats for
a long
centuries.
time. Yeah.
But he really brought it into the forefront and made it more modern.
And naked dancing.
And naked dancing. Lots of naked dancing.
That's a little terrifying. Naked dancing around a fire. Popping embers, man.
Live.
I hope he lived for me.
This is by now this was more commonly known as Gardnerian Wicca, and the religion was growing rapidly. It is still practiced around the world today and oversees many Wiccan covens. Gerald Gardner continued to travel through his life, learning as much as he could about the occult and magical practices, and he took in things from different cultures from around the world, which is great, until he had a fatal heart attack at 79. All of his artifacts, copyrights to his books, and all of that was left to his coven.
Okay.
And on his plaque, he was buried in Tunisia because he was traveling at the time when he had his heart attack. So he was buried in Tunisia. And on his plaque is written the father of modern Wicca.
Oh.
Yeah.
How old was he?
79.
79. Okay.
So now we're going to talk about that little cone of power, right?
Okay.
So World War II and the cone of power. Witches had a lot to do with the Nazis during World War II.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk about like Gerald and how this all came to be because it was his coven that had to do with all of this. When Hitler rose to power, someone else did too, and his name was Heinrich Himmler. He was horrible, evil, and the chief architect of the Holocaust. We hate him. Mm-hmm. He was already known as a psychopath nut job. And he was the reason the Nazis went after the ancient lore and legend artifact, like the Holy Grail.
Oh, yeah.
And, things like that. So even the Nazis thought he was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But he loved this stuff, and he wanted to learn all there was about witchcraft.
Okay.
So he had that same vein as Gerald, but Gerald was like, no, we're going to do something to fight against you.
Right.
Gerald was diving into the New Forest Coven and he discovered Operation Cone of Power. He learned that this took place that's not right. He learned about this Cone of Power and let me see where So this took place in 1940 in a section of the Coven that was designated to ward off Nazis from encasing Britain by magical ritual. Britain declared war on Germany in 1939, right around when Gerald joined the New Forest Coven. At the time, they were just practicing folk magic as Gerald was branding the Wiccan beliefs. As the war started, Gerald became an air raid warden and helped with the civil defense and organizations, but he wanted to do more.
Got it.
What else can I do that's not a part of an official army?
Okay.
So he believed he had enough magic and ability to take on the Nazis.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. He remembered reading about Operation Cone of Power, which was done to defend the British Isles from invasion 2 times before. British witches used the Cone of Power in 1588 to help fight off the Spanish Armada and again in 1805 to end the Napoleon threat on the English. He decided that they were going to use the Cone of Power again in 1940. The Cone of Power would be directed towards Hitler's brain and cloud his judgment to start his downfall.
Damn.
I think it's great.
Where is the Cone of Power now?
I mean, it's a ritual.
Okay, well, who the fuck? Should we get the witches from TikTok?
I mean, we could.
We need to post about this.
We could.
Where are the TikTok witches?
We're, about to be disbanded.
We don't know that. They're going to be somewhere.
I mean, we got the instructions.
All right. We got to get the bitches together. The witches, bitches, all of us.
Clothing optional.
Clothing optional, but preferably just for the cone.
It's a new age. We can do this all virtually.
We can. Mm-hmm. We've heard of this. Why? I'm sure this has to be. I want to give it a Goog after this, or a little TikTok look up, because I feel like someone has to be talking about this.
The Cone of Power?
Yes.
That would be pretty cool. So they were going to use it in 1940. On August 1st, 1940, which is the Sabbat Yama, or Lunasad.
Okay.
The August 1st one. I have an August 1st baby.
Aw.
And it's the first Wiccan harvest festival, the first of 3 harvest festivals. Gerald met his coven in a forest near an ancient hangman's tree called the Naked Man.
Obviously. Why would it not be?
They could not do a bonfire because Gerald was still an air raid warden. So they used shuttered lanterns and danced in a spiral around it while naked to generate the magic needed to form the cone. I like
Wait,
it.
he was still a what? An air raid warden? So like, okay.
So they couldn't do a bonfire.
Obviously.
That's just dumb.
You couldn't just like gloss over that? Like, just for this one time for the code of power?
What if there was a plane and it bombed them?
True. Okay, true. That's all right. Fair enough.
He's very like
He's on it.
taking
He's
his
a thinker.
job very seriously.
He is. He's really
very, very seriously.
all right. Okay, fair enough.
They changed the dance. No, they started to dance, and Gerald spoke a spell to assault Hitler's brain. We only know that this ritual took place because Gerald wrote about it in 3 different books.
Okay.
So we can find we have the chant.
We have the chant.
We have the chant. We know how to do it.
Okay.
We know that it's been done 3 times at least before, officially 3 times before.
Okay.
Okay. So did it do anything?
Did it?
Before 1940, the Nazi war machine was unstoppable. They didn't make many mistakes in their domination. Hitler controlled most of Western Europe, and those he did not control, with the exception of Britain, was because they were too weak to put up resistance. About 6 weeks after the Cone of Power ritual was done, Hitler abruptly canceled Operation Sea Lion, which was going to be his invasion of Britain. He chose to invade Russia instead, which, what do we know? Never invade Russia in the winter.
Yeah, no, not doing that.
Less than a year after the Cone of Power ritual, Hitler invaded the USSR and declared war on the US, neither of which he was going to do before. Both of these things were miscalculations on Hitler's part and had disastrous consequences to his regime. Thus, to Gerald Gardner and the New Forest Coven, this was proof that the Cone of Power had yet again saved Britain from enemy forces that led to the end of Hitler and World War II.
Holy shit. Mm-hmm. But those are some British witches, so we just got to get the American ones and get our...
We can do the Cone of Power.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right, witches of TikTok, Cone of Power.
You are being summoned.
Summoned. We got to do the Cone of Power.
Do it. I'm not getting naked.
I'm not going to get naked, but I'm down to dance around a fire and chant.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
We know enough witches.
Oh, yeah. We know enough witches in town.
Yeah. We can get some witches together.
Oh, 100%.
All right, all of our witchy friends, you let us know if you want to join us.
So, yeah, that was a roundabout way to talk about the anti-Nazi witches.
Holy shit.
But we needed to know about Gerald Gardner first.
Yeah.
I feel like it was important to know all about that man who, kind of formed Gardanian Wicca.
Yeah, all of the things. I think it's just wild to me that, like, this is a thing that happened. Like,
oh,
with
yeah.
the witches and stuff, and we are in such a time right now that is very reminiscent of that time.
Tumultuous.
Uh-huh.
So I think what we need to do is we need to find, it can't just be bring down badness. No, we need to pin, it's a cone of power.
Yeah, so it's pinpointed to someone.
Like their pinpoint was to stop Hitler from invading Britain, right? They had a very specific, he invaded us instead.
Yeah,
but that led to his downfall, which he was supposed to invade Britain.
Mm-hmm. I wonder which one we go after. El Presidente or El Presidente Must?
Shut up.
What, are they listening?
They could be.
Yeah, probably.
You never know.
You never know.
Cone of Power?
Cone of Power.
Bring down just nastiness.
I mean, if it was happening faster, it would sick them on all of the congressmen trying to get rid of TikTok for now. Start there, then go, work your way down the list.
But is TikTok really important enough to use the Cone of Power?
Probably not. But at the same time,
we gotta do.
Well, so I think the thing with TikTok that really, really, really bothers me, is how many people make their living on TikTok.
That's the thing that's getting me too.
Yeah.
Personally, I don't give a flying fuck about TikTok.
I think
it's not going to bother me.
Would I be sad if it's gone? Yes. But as a person who has started making an income on TikTok,
it's the small businesses.
It's the small businesses who they solely rely on TikTok. They formed their business through TikTok. They make all their money on it
through TikTok.
And it's very like, if that goes away, there are influencers who can go to other platforms. But one, those platforms don't pay you.
Right.
Instagram and Meta don't pay you.
Right.
And two, like they can still do brand deals to get money and whatever, but it's the algorithm is not the same. It is not the same thing. It is such a different whatever. But these like people can change each other's lives on TikTok. That's another thing. Like when you see those videos, like I've been watching this guy. He's called the Foul Mouth Farmer.
Explain.
And he is a dad of like 7 kids, and he started making videos with his pet raccoon which is he's so fucking cute, and
Ask my cousin, what's the one thing I want?
A raccoon. Oh my God, I would love a raccoon. And a little trash pander. And so he makes really funny videos, and I found him through his like raccoon videos. And the other day he posted for the very first time saying that his 5-year-old son is going blind. And if they don't raise $14,000 in 2 weeks, they wouldn't be able to get the surgery. His son would go blind. His wife, lives in like somewhere in, I think, like Georgia or something, and his wife was doing a travel nursing job all the way in California to try and make money to be able to do this. So his wife is not there. He's parenting their kids. They have a farm, all of this. He puts this thing out. He puts up a GoFundMe. He's like, I just need $14,000. And in it, he's very like, if it doesn't get there, it's fine, whatever. But I'm just throwing a Hail Mary and hoping for the best. And because he had enough followers to be in the creator fund, every video that is over a minute long, he gets paid for.
Oh.
Which that's how that works. If you have over 10,000 followers. So like that. So just by watching videos on TikTok, you can pay people. You can change people's lives. Yeah. So this thing blew up. He got like almost triple what he asked for. His wife's able to come home to their family. His 5-year-old is hopefully not going to lose their vision, gets the surgery. They're going to have the money to like stay with the babe, like the kid, and he's like sobbing on the internet, like, and this is not the first time I've seen this. This is like, there's so many of these stories, and whenever you see someone being like, please watch this just for 5 seconds, because that means they're a part of the creator fund and they'll get paid a little bit. It has gotten so many people. I've seen so many people get like a boost in life from this, and it's like, it's them taking away something that is like, no other platform does this. No other platform pays for views and does all these things, like with the California fires right now. The amount of people who are literally like, just by people watching their videos they're getting money just by people scrolling social media. Nothing else does that. And it's like the US government's like, no, fuck you, all you people who make all of your full living on there. Plus
because China's getting data.
Supposedly, yeah, because Temu and Shein are fucking nothing.
Oh, yeah. You want to talk data? You can get anything you want.
But also, this is my other favorite thing. How many times have you been told that your social security number has been in a data breach?
My information, I'll put my phone number in to get 10% off McDonald's if I need to. Like,
exactly.
You
but
know,
I mean, it's
I
irrelevant.
Won't actually do that,
but it is irrelevant at this point. And especially for us, I saw something saying after 9/11, like our generation was basically taught that, we have to be able to share information to stay safe. Like they have to be they have to access our stuff to, keep us safe in the US. So they already have all of our shit. We don't give a fuck anymore. Like we're like, what's the Chinese government going to do with like, what are they watching me scroll my TikTok and seeing what I'm like when I look for cute mom outfits and recipes, and like, that's what they're getting from me?
I think what they're worried about is it influencing things like elections and things like that, which we already know it does.
But
we
also,
already know it does.
But what is Meta? What is X? What is Instagram? What is
exactly?
It's just the one that fucking
now
Zuckerberg
with
and
all
Musk
the things that
came together and they said fuck you guys, and they just want it gone. I just think that I think that if it goes away, I actually do think there will be some kind of rebellion against, like, there's like 160 million TikTok users, and I feel like it's gonna. I don't know. It's going to be a fucking big deal if it actually goes away. I think it
is going to be a big deal. But I don't think they actually have the balls enough to do it.
We'll find out.
We'll see.
I hope not. Well, I hope not. I hope not. We'll find out. I don't know. Anxiety. But either way, it's a great way to rally people.
China can already get whatever the hell they want out of us.
For real, though.
Like, come on.
But it's also owned by, like, majority U.S. Like, when you actually look into all the things,
like, how many millions of acres does China actually own in the U.S.
here?
Just like in Australia.
The owner of TikTok is Singaporean. He's not fucking Chinese. So it's like, the whole thing just to me is, it's what it is.
It really feels like a look over here.
It is a look over here.
Because how many people are talking about it?
Everybody.
How many people are looking at it? Even I've Googled TikTok ban status,
but
and I don't have stock in it. Like,
when I'm scrolling TikTok right now, all it is people talking about the ban. What are we not talking about? what else is going on?
Fires.
Well, that's the other thing. It's the fires in the band that I'm seeing. But there's other shit. There's something
There's also
else.
something else going on this week. I don't know. It's not very important.
Next week.
Well, this week when this airs.
Oh, yeah.
Something
It
else
happened.
happened.
We'll find out. Yeah, drink the rest of that Fireball just for good measure.
We're going to need a lot of this. My husband actually said to me, are we stocked on alcohol?
Literally. That was like on Monday. I was at basketball and one of the moms goes, she like sits down and she looks at us and she goes, do you guys do dry January? And I automatically go, fuck no.
No.
And then
Yes, I drink the dry one.
and then I have to remember where I live, and I was like, because I can't say like, I was like, this is not the month to not drink because if people are excited about the things, which good for them if they are. But I'm not trying to make enemies of other moms on the basketball team. But I'm like, this is not my week of not drinking.
This is not my week of not drinking.
My anxiety is through the fucking roof.
I have pretty much shut off most news, and I was telling you and Amanda, shaves her grandma's cat, like it's bad because I've shut myself off from so much because I don't want to see the bullshit that I just learned about the fires like 2 days ago,
Yeah.
And so I got to find a balance because I don't want to hear what dumb shit Trump is saying every other day.
Yeah.
You wake up like in 2020 or 2016 or 17, you wake up and say, what's the damage report of the day? I can't do that again.
No, it's exhausting.
But I'm also not going to wish away the next 4 years.
Yeah.
Because that's my life and I'm not going to let them take it from me.
You will just drink it away.
Okay. You in?
Duh.
Cone of power.
Cone of power, bitches.
Let's go. We got to come up with like an intention for it. We got to come up with an intention for the cone of power I don't know. I'm going to think on this.
All I know is that my feelings on this next, this will have aired after Inauguration Day.
Same week.
Same week. But so who knows what the world will have brought by the time this airs. But man, my anxiety is through the roof right now. I have this feeling of that something is going to happen, but I don't know what, and I don't know what that means. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I just don't think we're lucky enough to have anything actually happen.
No, and I'm not saying something as in he doesn't get inaugurated. I'm not saying that. I just have this weird looming feeling of something is hanging. There's something that is going to pop in the next.
Who else is doing the cone of power? That it?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, to be fair, I'm not Wicca, so I don't even know if we're allowed to do the cone of power. But I feel like there's a lot of stems from Islam and spiritualism and Druidism.
I don't feel
paganism.
but do you really feel as though Wicca is one of those things that's you're not Wiccan, so you can't do that?
I think it depends on who you talk to.
Oh, okay.
But if we just learned about Gerald Gardner, right?
Yeah.
We just learned about all his influences. And
I just feel like if you're a spiritual person and you are a person who knows that putting your intention someplace like that will bring something on, and I'm a witchy bitch who loves a spell, so let's fuck it up.
Let's do it.
I'll fuck that shit up.
Okay.
I am going to light some candles, though. Do a few,
Pray to the goddess.
I don't know. Which one?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
All of them. Hecate.
Yeah, I was just about to say Hecate.
I love her. Oh my gosh. I'm going to do an episode on Hecate.
Yeah, she's going to be
the mother
bitch.
of witches.
Yeah.
And I feel like she's making a resurgence this year.
I agree, and that's
I've
that's
been
kind of
feeling
what.
that.
No, that's what I feel too, and that's why I feel like this strong feminine energy is about to
I've been hearing a lot of dog barks,
and that's what.
But that not necessarily or that actually there, but I'll get woken up by dogs growling and barking.
Yeah,
and that's Hecate.
Yeah, and I just feel like this strong feminine energy that I feel like something is going to happen, but I don't know what. And I'm not saying that it's necessarily going to be something good for us. I just feel as though there, whether it's someone here, protecting the energy of us or whatever, or I just feel this week I just have this feeling, and like I said, I can be, and maybe I'm completely wrong. Nothing's going to happen and everything's, but I just get this weird, something's going to go awry that is, I don't know.
Well, let's tune in and find out.
Awry for someone in their life. We'll see.
We got this though. We
just keep on keeping on.
That's all we can do.
Just keep the rum coming. Oh, thank God for that.
And wine.
Me too.
And cider.
Actually, my wine fridge is stocked right now.
And Fireball.
Yeah.
We're going to be just fine.
I hope you guys are fine too.
I hope you guys are fine. We're gonna make a comeback of fire pits.
Yeah. Maybe.
It's kind of cold right now.
It is a little cold.
Even for a fire pit.
It's a tit-bit nipply outside.
It is a tit-bit nipply.
Anyways, you guys, well, please, let us know. Let us know.
Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if you're in in for joining us in the Cone of Power.
And let us know if you need a little,
There's some fire festivals coming up. We can make this happen.
Or a hug.
Or a hug. Or, since we're all going to be drinking cocktails the next few years, let us know what your favorite cocktail is.
Do that. All right. You guys know where you can find us. Lunatic Soup Podcast on all of the things.
LunaticSoupPodcast@gmail.com.
And make sure you get yourself some lunatic soup because Jesus Christ, we're going to fucking need it this week.
Cone of Power.
Cone of Power, motherfuckers.
Remember, in this crazy world,
it is good to be a lunatic. And we all got to stick together, y'all.
We all got to stick together.
Lunatics unite.
Lunatics unite for the next 4-ish years.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.